Masada2000.org must have, paradoxically, a high and a low standard in order for you to be on their infamous so-called shit list. And what they basically do is, if you say that the Palestinian people do exist, that Goliath was a Palestinian, aka a Philistine, they automatically put you on the list. Or if they get word of you and they get around to putting you on the list, they'll put you on the list. Or if you criticize them, they'll put you on the list. And I have actually submitted candidates to Masada2000.org, some of who have been legitimate, and that's how I found out that their standard is paradoxically high, yet paradoxically low. And what I mean by that is, it doesn't matter if some of these people don't support Jewish values, have good reason to be on the Masada2000.org list, or won't take a stand for the Jewish people when they're in positions of power. All you have to do is piss off Masada2000.org enough and say that the Palestinians are an actual people, and you're right on Masada2000.org's list. For example, I may have submitted Natalie Portman. I think I did submit her because she voted for John Kerry, who's not particularly good for Israel, and yet they put someone who voted for Dennis Kucinich, someone who voted for Ralph Nader, and a few other people who voted for some other not so good for Israel people on the list. And Natalie Portman has also fornicated with her now fiance, who incidentally was living with someone else at the time that she met him. So she's clearly not into Jewish values. And as I said, Masada2000.org has a paradoxically high and low standard when you look at people like Natalie Portman. And you could say that Masada2000.org almost has a hypocritical standard. And I won't be surprised if I end up on that list, but at this point, if they consider me in the company of David Cameron, who I submitted because he had legitimate reason to be on that list, and Matthew Levin, who had no legitimate reason to be on that list, but maybe the exception of one or two statements, I'll consider it a badge of honor if I'm basically, as Matthew Levin would say, I would basically consider it an honor if I was considered scum by those who act scummy.